Okay, all right. We're passing on the Pledge of Allegiance due to time situation. When you're ready, Mr. Glancy, we'll do a roll call vote. Raymond Bear. Jerry Cadell. Here. Josh Courtney. Present. Frank Hicks. Travis Master. Here. John Pearson. Present. Karen Poland.
Present.
Dana Richmond.
Present.
Clayton Schultz.
Here.
Ron Stewart.
Here.
Randy Atkins. Here. Okay. All right, if you would please review the minutes of the September 4th special meeting. Any corrections?
I make a motion to approve the September the 4th special meeting.
I have a motion from Mrs. Richmond, second from Mrs. Poland. For the sake of time, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Abstain.
And Stewart abstains. Todd? Okay. Okay, under old business, we have this consistent 153.104 area-wide zoning ordinance docket 002-25, and I believe that still deals with the minor variances approved by the APC. We're going to table that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we'll...
And Mr. Glickfeld and I discussed it today. We'll have that straightened out and ready to go for the next meeting.
Just if I may, a point of clarification. The issue is going to be removing the minor variance. So at the next meeting, we'll present a resolution to recommend to the commissioners to amend the area-wide zoning ordinance to remove the minor variance procedure. Does that sound correct?
Yes. And again, what that was, that there was empowered that the executive director could make an exception to a variance within a certain range. And the Board of Zoning Appeals felt like we needed to, they were pretty busy tonight, deal with those all variances. So that would be the removal of the executive director's power to do that. So we need a motion to table this?
Yes.
I motion we table it.
Second.
I have a motion from Karen Poland, a second from Travis Lemaster. For the sake of time, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Okay, moving into item 5, public hearing for fee changes. So we've advertised this as an official public hearing, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, so we will open the public hearing for docket 013.25. If you would give us an overview of that, Mr. Glancy, I think you're the most qualified person to speak to this.
That's perfect.
So it's been a minute since I put all these numbers together. And then there's a few places where we actually changed some of the wording and added some wording. So basically it goes to the notes at the very bottom of the table, in which July 1st of 2018 was the last time this was done. And it was giving instructions every 5 years to increase by the percentage as the county's assessed valuation over that same period. And so within your packets, you have that assessed valuation between 2018 and 2024. You do the calculation, it turns out to be 27%. Is that the right number?
27.8.
Yes. Which, as Clayton did this before, or you were based on inflation?
That was CPI, that was when we were
Yeah,
under.
and it was very close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dr. Rothwell was under the impression it was based on CPI, but it was similar. That was 35%, I think.
Right.
This is actually a little bit lower.
Yeah. So it's very close though.
Yes.
So I just basically raised everything up by that percentage that is in our Appendix A for fines and fees. This must be oh no, that's wet. I removed the solar pieces that were in this table, so those have been removed because that is all addressed in the new solar ordinance with new fees. There was an addition of, where'd that go? For subdivisions. Oh, planned unit development. There's 3 lines there on the second to last page. Planned unit development plan application, a planned unit development plan plat, and a planned unit development amendments. And so this is something that's in the ordinance that has fees associated with it, but was not in the fee table. Hopefully, we get to use these things in the future as expansion happens and things happen in Grant County.
So do we feel that now everything that's in the area-wide zoning ordinance is in the schedule?
I feel like that, yes.
Okay. Okay. Other comments?
Mr. President, may I interject?
Yes, please.
I would love to take credit for this, but Mr. Glancy wrote an exceptional resolution which highlights everything he just said and some additional points, which really cleans up the matter. And I think that resolution is in your packet. It really explains everything, and legally it's right on point. So in essence, what we're doing is approving this resolution tonight. And then this, as it says in the resolution, that he'll transmit this resolution, the APC certification exhibit A, to the Board of Commissioners for their consideration.
So we are approving the resolution to make changes to the area-wide zone ordinance. It will go to the commissioners for their approval, and then it's official.
Correct.
Any questions about that, commission members?
We haven't closed the public hearing yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Did we open the public hearing?
We did open the public hearing, but Todd's more or less our petitioner because he's the one that has the knowledge of this. So with that being said, then we will offer public input. Those opposed? Hearing no opposition, I think I probably want to, what would be the appropriate time for me to just ask for public input in general? Can I do that now?
Sure.
Okay, public input, neither opposed or in support of, just comments from the public? Hearing none? Public hearing is closed. Commission members?
So this would, just to be for clarity, this would be Resolution 2/2025. The solar ordinance that we moved forward would have been one.
Okay. So commission members, questions? Mr. Schultz?
I see we're adding demolition. What work does our office do for demolitions?
So to roll out demolition permits, okay? And this is something that hasn't been done other than only in like Jonesboro, I believe. We have the right to do that under the improvement location permits because it's altering a building, certainly altering a building when you demolish it. So we have that right to do it, and then to put it into the table, okay, with a specific fee just solidifies that piece. But what we want to make sure of is to sign off that whoever's doing that demo is not, they sign a document in which they are going to go out and make sure that all the utilities are cut.
Okay.
That's the most important thing,
Yeah.
right? We go out and take a look, but we're not responsible for that.
So you're making sure, our piece is making sure all utilities are cut,
Right.
basically. Okay.
And we're getting the court order to do it.
Well, sometimes when we're getting.
I'm saying like if I wanted to demolish my home, I'm wondering, I understand there's more
Right.
if APC wants to demolish, but I was trying to understand why I as a homeowner would pay a fee. It's for
Yeah,
utilities.
like we just started this and there's some learning here as we start up things that have not been done for many years. We need to get out to the contractors and communicate with them. We're thinking about some kind of a newsletter or something at the beginning of the year to inform everyone that we're going to follow the ordinance and the state law. And end of story. We've got to find a better way to roll it out than walk up to them and say, hey, you need a demo permit. They go, we haven't needed one of those forever. I mean, that's the response we're getting. So
Yeah.
I'm learning that, and
That phone call.
you got that phone call, yeah.
Yeah.
And we worked it out. I mean, I think everybody will be pleased at the end of the day, but yeah, is it rocky at the beginning? Yes, it is.
It seems like it would also be a good function of government to inspect, to make sure it was not only done properly, but cleaned up. It could be attractive nuisance where children can come play on and get hurt. So there's quite a bit to it, actually.
That's fine. Thank you.
Other questions, commission members?
One quick question, and maybe it's stupid, but on some of these, you have like $26 or $45 or cost of printing. So does that give us a choice, the public a choice to, I don't want to pay $45, I'd rather pay for the paper and the ink, or is the cost of that printing also the person that's printing it out, taking their time? What is the cost of printing?
I don't know what the cost of printing is, and I think that was just in there before. I just carried it over. There's a large mat printer upstairs that, as far as I know, doesn't work. And so we could pay for that, but if somebody really wants something done, we have to go out to a printer shop to print it, they would have to pay for that.
That's where the cost of printing.
Cost of printing.
Is there a standard paper print fee across the county building? Like from the recorder's office, if they wanted something done, is it?
I think there is, but I don't know what that is.
Okay, I thought there was, but I didn't know whether that was consistent with all departments within the complex here.
I got a copy of my deed for $1.
Other questions, commission members? So we would at this time entertain a motion to pass resolution 2-2025.
And so it's a repeal and replace.
Repeal and
I've written
replace.
a motion if somebody would like it.
Read it to us, Mr. Lansing.
I move that the Area Plan Commission adopt Resolution 2-2025, recommending that the Board of Commissioners repeal and replace Appendix A as presented. And then I'll present Appendix A as you see it.
Someone like to support Mr. Glancy's proposed motion?
So moved.
Mr. Cottle supports that. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Second from John Pearson. Commission members, discussion before we vote? When you're ready, Todd, roll call.
Jerry Cadell,
Yes.
Josh Courtney,
Yes.
Travis Lemaster,
Yes.
John Pearson,
Yes.
Karen Poland,
Yes.
Dana Richmond,
Yes.
Clayton Schultz,
Yes.
Ron Stewart.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, all right. We're moving along. No new business. Unless commission members have something they'd like to bring up in regard to new business. Hearing none, move to 7, reports, resolutions, communications, general discussion. Mr. Glickfield?
Just that on the issue, I can't remember the address, out on State Road 9 outside of Fairmount, we were able to successfully join area plan. We have an order for inspection for area plan and the health department. That will be happening shortly, and then hopefully we will go back to court, get an order to clean that property up and get it taken care of.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Questions from Mr. Glancy, commission members?
Not a question, but everybody in Fairmont's very thankful.
Sorry?
Everybody in Fairmont's very thankful.
Yeah, well, it needs to be done, and we're moving
Yeah.
swiftly through the court proceedings to get it done.
Okay, Mr. Glancy.
So, a couple smaller things. Like, we've had a lot of people come in to get permits, and then when I first started, it was like, well, you're all set, and they took that to mean go start digging a building, which you get, the inspector comes out, takes a look at the property, makes sure that it's in the right place and so on, and then the permit is posted and you're ready to go. So now when somebody comes in and gets a permit, they, of course, don't get the permit to go out, but they get a piece of paper, right, with instructions on it, they sign it, we get a copy of it, and it explains to them that you don't have the permit yet, okay? And then in the last week or so, we've had a couple people come in that have had expired permits. And those rules are kind of a little bit hard to read. When you have an application for a permit, you have 1 year to get that permit, okay, in case something's wrong, okay, to actually have it posted, and then you have to have the construction done in 2 years. Okay, so you can stretch it out for 3 years, but that was not always clear, so we're gonna put that also on that piece of paper. So there's things like that that I'm learning that we need to communicate better with the citizens, right? And that was something that, as I came into this role, I noticed that was broken from watching it, is the communication between this board, the office, and the people, and now I'm really starting to work on the people. And now as we're wrapping up some of the things that was old business, like the fees and so on, moving forward. One is there's a lot of things that are really out of date in our ordinance. Like for example, is the grading permit. The wording in our ordinance for the grading permit is based on Rule 5. Rule 5, I don't remember what the year was, has been repealed, and there's a new rule called Rule 6, okay? I mean, we're just out of date. And when I find these things, I throw it over to the side, got a Word document, I find it, wrap it up in a little box and throw it into this Word document in these folders. I don't know how to really go about that, but it is something that I've talked to several people about. We'd like to tackle that and get this done, and I don't know if piecemeal is the way to do it, but we should have a strategy about how to move that forward. Okay, that's kind of what I'm asking for is, I mean, I could keep bringing stuff to you piecemeal at a time, whatever I think is most important, but it really, to me, looks like it needs an overhaul. Okay, and then with that said, that's the old stuff in the ordinance. New stuff, like what do we need to get ahead of? What do we need to be looking out for to be ahead of the game, really to help the county grow? And this is called area plan. Let's plan for the future. And one of those things that I see coming is a data center. Should we have a data center ordinance? And should it, what should it contain?
Yes.
Do we want to jump on that, and how do we want to go about it? I mean, I'm looking for support, ideas, point me in a direction, tell me to go do it.
I've been contacted.
We don't need a vote, just a discussion, so.
I've been contacted by a couple of community members who believe they have reason to believe that Green County is being considered for a data center. I don't know if there's any evidence that supports that strongly enough for us to say yes, but there, it is believed that there's some activity in regard to that taking place. My personal feeling about that is that if we could get ahead of that, considering all the controversy that's on the news when we turn it on at night, it would be a good thing for us. I don't know how the rest of you feel about that, but I'm encouraging Todd to, kind of at least start to research some of that and see where we're at. Other comments from commission members?
I would agree, you need to be proactive.
Other thoughts or comments? Okay.
Go for it, Tom.
All right. Anything else?
So I gotta go for it, right?
You gotta
Okay.
look into
I
it.
mean, what would you like? Would you like a draft of points to consider, or do you want me to draft an ordinance?
Well, maybe we start, if someone else has an ordinance, we can look at some of those, that's what we did with solar.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that, I don't think
do
we
you wanna
should do
start
much
with-
more until we see a couple others, maybe.
Okay. I mean,
To see what we might need to look at,
Right.
and what
Okay.
maybe, that might, because of our area, we might need to look at something a little bit, add to it. So, yeah, definitely look at somebody else's first to see what's.
So you would like more of an outline and some references to other data center ordinances?
Or even just copies for us to look at. I mean, I hate for you to recreate the wheel before we've even looked at it. And
Yeah.
there, you still are cleaning up some of this older stuff. We have, still a couple months out on those. So that we can get ahead, and that at least I and we can be thinking about these things. If you could say, hey, here's a couple, email them, and we can be looking at them over the next month or two, that might help.
And we'd appreciate any comments you have based on your reviews during your executive director review.
Okay. You got it.
Other comments or questions?
I got a question. Usually what kind of acreage are they looking for? Are they looking for ground space? Are they looking for farm acreage? I know those data centers can get pretty big.
From as I understand it, I probably shouldn't say those. Use the. I'm trying to choose my words wisely here. They need power and water. Okay, so they're going to locate someplace where there's an intersection of good water and good power. And whether that is, I don't know, a gas pipeline to generate their own power, or an electrical station and a generous supply of water. Now, then, you're talking about large corporations. They'll mound up basically, for landscape, be hidden inside of their campus, for lack of a better word. And would it really matter where they're at? And that's where we come in. As from an ordinance standpoint, we should be able to maneuver that. What kind of zoning do we want them at or near?
You're a good man for the job, Mr. Glancy. Other comments? Okay, we'll move to item number 8, public input and comment. If you would like to, anybody in the public would like to share, we'll give you about 3 minutes.
Of the issue.
Ed Hartman, Fairmount area, anyway. Data centers, I'm glad you're getting ahead of this one. We already have one data center in Grant County, it's called Bitcoin. It started out as 2 modular units. They got 40 of them out there now, I think, last count. So, and those are air cooled, and they're a little bit noisy. So, I mean, that's a choice. What kind of cooling system will the next data center have? Will it have air cooling? Will it have a refrigerated system of some sort? Or will it be water? And water is the one that I think we ought to be most concerned about. Is they say they're taking mammoth amounts of water to cool these. And then what's done with the water afterwards? Where's it go? They'll be pulling our drinking water from wells. Okay, then how's it handled after that? So there's a lot to consider about this. I'm glad you're getting out front of it. And
Remind me where the current one is.
yeah, it's right near Highway 69, north of Gas City. I mean, it's within sight of 69 if you're really looking for it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I had.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you.
Any other public comment? Hearing none, we'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Motion from Mr. Soltz, do we have a second? Second. Second from Mr. Cottle. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. This meeting is adjourned.
Started late, finished early.
I needed to be hidden today, huh?
I wonder if that place for a data center. There's quite a bit of age.
Relatives I haven't seen in about 35 years, my cousins and moved down.
They don't disclose how much water.
Catching up to do.
My dad's since Dad turned 90, they lost me. We gotta come up to God for, something.
I can finish up the
One separate time, and right now the deadline for him to have.
but once my homestead moves, then I have to resign.
Everything you do.
The restroom, the client
Have a good night, guys.
changed. Okay, now here's another thing. I was told, and this came from a niece of one of the Daltons, that they're still having,
Information is given to contractors, it should be up on the website, so if anybody that's.
All right. We got a lot going on here. That and me.